So in my last video I told that human memory is volatile. Now let's say there is a question. Do you remember the dress that you wore last Diwali? That means in previous year the dress that you have worn, do you remember that? Maybe you can remember. Okay, so if you can't remember, then that is different. But remember that human memory is volatile. It keeps everything in his brain for a period of time, and then it forgets. If I don't repeat it time after time, then we will forget. Okay, but in case of computer memory, that is totally different. Let's see how. Now you see, do you remember the dress that you wore on your first birthday? No. Are you able to describe it? Maybe not. Computer also has memory like us. So we are talking about computer's memory, and it is really like us. Like us, it can store huge amount of data and information. We can store huge, means too much of information and data in computer. However, a huge section of computer's memory is not volatile. That means it doesn't forget so much. It never forgets anything unless and until the information is deleted by you. So, computer never forgets anything. If we will delete the information, delete means erase or remove. If we delete the information, then only computer will not remember. Otherwise, it keeps everything in its memory. So, that is why computer memory is non-volatile. Computer's memory is of two types, primary and secondary. First is your primary. What is primary memory? Primary memory is the main memory of the computer. That is, it used to operate everything, used to keep everything in its brain. This type of memory is used by the central processing unit, means CPU. CPU uses this type of memory while processing data and executing instruction. That means the data used to be processed by CPU and then it used to be execute means applying, how to apply the instruction. Everything is done in CPU. Once the execution is over, once the work done is over, the data and in the information is stored in the secondary memory. After the work is over, then the data and the information that used to store in our secondary memory. Primary memory has two sections. First is ROM, read only memory. The full form of ROM is R for read, O for only, M for memory. And RAM, R for random, A for access, M for memory. Access means service. So the contents of the ROM means read only memory are. So what is present inside ROM? Pre-recorded. The contents of the ROM are pre-recorded, means it is recorded earlier, before, and cannot be changed easily. We cannot change that content, pre-recorded content. That is why it is called permanent memory. That is why that is why ROM is known as our permanent memory. Only the CPU of the computer has an access to ROM. That means only CPU can access, CPU can have the service, or it can provide anything to the ROM, otherwise nothing else. Okay, next day we will be reading about RAM. Today we came to know about ROM. Next day we will be reading about RAM.